All right, we are gonna make our earth print using this plate. I'm gonna use my plate upside down, so I just have it flipped. I'm gonna use white crayon to write my name on the back. I'm just gonna write Miss K, flip that over. And then what I'm gonna do is we're gonna use this liquid tempera, right? So it's liquidy, it's not the watercolors that we use a lot. So I don't need too much water in there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and make some green spots on the bottom, nice and thick. And this is gonna represent our land. And maybe I'll just come over here. And we're gonna make the earth like we're looking down at it from outer space. Okay, so I've got land. Now I don't wanna mess up my green. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna clean my brush. So I'm gonna dab a couple times on the bottom, swipe on the side. Looks pretty clean. I'll go one more round. And then I'm gonna use some blue because we have all these huge, beautiful oceans all over our wonderful earth. So we're going for blue and green to represent land and water. And I can mix a little bit in there, it's okay. Okay, then I'm gonna also add, I wanna clean my brush really good because when you see the earth from outer space, you can usually sometimes see cloud formations around the earth. So I'm gonna give us white too to add some areas of white. Now it's hard to keep white clean, so try your best to clean your brush. And I'm just gonna kind of come in and maybe make some light areas. And what I'm doing is I'm putting it on really thick because what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip it over, and what's here, our paint here on this side, is gonna flip over to become our earth on our black paper. So it's called a print. So putting it on kind of thick so that it can, when it flips over, there will be lots of paint. All right, ready? I'm gonna push this aside. I'm gonna take my plate, flip it over, and my goal is to get it right in the middle. So I'm gonna set it down in the middle. I'm trying not to wiggle it, but I do wanna come in and push it down. But notice, I don't wanna slide it. If I slide it, it will smear and not make a good, nice circle that will represent the earth. So I got it kind of pushed down, but not sliding. I'm gonna hold with one hand my black paper, and I'm gonna lift up. Whoa, oh darn, I didn't have enough paint there. That's all right, you know what? I'm gonna come back. If you gotta come back, that's all right. See what happens when you don't have enough paint? My earth looks like it has a dent in it. So I'm gonna load it up again with some more green. And I'm gonna try one more time. That's okay if we don't get it right the first time, right? It actually looks pretty cool though with the clouds on there. I'm gonna do a little more blue this time too. I'm gonna leave the white. All right, so let's see, that part went there. So I'm gonna try this again. Ready? Put it down. Really push it there because I don't want my earth to look like it has a dent. So make sure you load it up with lots of paint. Lift up. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. That's so cool. All right, we're gonna let that dry and then we'll come in and we'll add some stars and stuff around so it'll look like the earth. All right, can't wait to see what you come up with. All right, I've got my plate here from my earth print, and instead of just throwing this away as a waste, we're gonna actually take this and make it into a cool earth project as well. So I'm gonna actually take black to paint the rest of my plate all the way around, and then when this dries, we can add some stars and maybe a hanging rocket ship underneath it or something cool. So I want to make sure I kind of reuse everything because this paint is so beautiful on this plate. I don't want to just throw it away. I want to reuse it. So right now I'm just painting what would actually be like outer space, right? Painting it all the way around my plate. And notice I'm like kind of holding it up with one hand from underneath, so I try not to paint my hand and the table. Just working my way around. So this can turn into some other really cool space project, I hope. All right, there you have it. We're gonna let that dry. Cool.